Actually, the family goes back to New York. They were farming there. Then they moved to Grundy County, Iowa, and farmed there and before they came up here in the late 1800s. This house was the first of the 80 that they bought. My dad graduated from Iowa State in 1931 and then became county agent right at the end of the Depression. He wanted to get in the seed corn business, and in 1937 he moved back here to Franklin County and started Farmers Hybrid Seed Corn Company. And then in the mid-40s, they started the hybrid hogs then in I think it was 1944. I graduated from Iowa State in 1959 and went out to Indiana and was an extension out there for 3 years before I came back. Started farming in 1964 here on the family farm. Shortly after that, I got into the sugar beet business along with corn and soybeans. And I had a farrow to finish operation and also raised some lambs. And when my son got in 4-H, we got involved in club lambs, and we've been in club lambs ever since.
I bought into some of the equipment in the operation and began farming in 1984 and have been farming ever since. Dad has since somewhat partially retired, and so I'm kind of heading up the operation now, and then my oldest son has also come back and is beginning to start in the farming operation as well.
I am involved in the hay business with my dad. I bought out my grandpa's half of that as he kind of is working towards retirement, and then kind of a hired hand, help out working with row crops and doing things like that. Someday I hope my role in the operation is probably like anybody's. You'd like to be sitting on top or running the show, calling the shots. But I don't know, it's all in good time someday.
We've been talking about this very thing of, you know, how long will this tradition go on, and how long will the farm be in the family and so forth.
It's a great opportunity to be able to farm with your own family. Being
in a family farm that has been handed down generation after generation, it's pretty important, and there's a lot of responsibility there to pass that along.
I was not fortunate enough to know my grandfather, but hopefully we're carrying on that legacy.
Well, I feel like I've been born into Farm Bureau because my grandfather and father were both active in Farm Bureau. My dad was on the state board. My mother then went on the state board when she was state women's chairman. She was also county women's chairman before that. My son and I have both been through the chairs and been county chairman.
Basically all of my insurance, whether it be crop insurance, my home, covering all the equipment and everything, has been with Farm Bureau.
I've always felt it's been real important to belong to a farm organization, and Farm Bureau has been our organization that we belong to, and I think it's been very important as a support to our total farming operation. It's really been a lifetime of Farm Bureau for me.